Have you experienced that constricting pressure in your chest during anxiety episodes? That overactive mind refusing to quiet down at bedtime? That habitual worrying about what's coming that prevents living now? What if I told you there's a single phrase, just 3 simple words, that has the power to dissolve anxiety the moment it appears? This expression proves so potent that neuroscientists analyze its cerebral influence, yielding results that will forever alter your stress handling methods. Still, before sharing this phrase, I need you to complete a simple task right away. Click to subscribe and activate notification settings, since what comes next might be what stands between constant stress and genuine serenity. Build upon collections of university research, globally and publicly distributed health education materials. This video aims to provide modern information especially relevant for people over 60. At this point, allow me to pose a candid question. How many of your days have been dedicated to fretting over circumstances that never came to pass? What count of lovely occasions have you failed to notice because your awareness was confined to either tomorrow's fantasies or yesterday's pain? What's true is that anxiety doesn't exist in the immediate present. This cannot happen. Anxiety invariably concerns itself with potential future events or past occurrences. It nourishes itself from moments that don't exist in this instant. This is the point where everything transforms. The phrase that obliterates anxiety is simply, "I am here now." Merely 3 words. Just 9 letters. Infinite power. As you speak these words with genuine consciousness, something extraordinary occurs neurologically. Studies employing functional brain imaging indicate that present moment consciousness swiftly reduces the amygdala's activity, where fear resides, while simultaneously elevating the prefrontal cortex's function, which handles reasoning and emotional management. Still, this goes far beyond just neurochemistry. This means rescuing your life from the rule of illusory threats. Ponder this thought. Right now, in this exact moment, are you okay? Not tomorrow, not next week, not in the scenarios your mind creates at 3 in the morning. Right now. Most often, the answer is yes. Presently, you're drawing breath. Right now, you're safe. Presently, you possess everything required to be here now. The greater part of people past 60 hold years of amassed worries. Life has shown us that difficult circumstances can indeed happen. We've encountered grief, letdowns, and medical difficulties. Because of what we've been through, our awareness becomes heightened, always looking for the next risk. This is what those in psychology identify as anticipatory anxiety, and it's incredibly tiring. It's akin to participating in a marathon while staying in one place. Your body fails to recognize the distinction between real hazards and imaginary ones. While stressing over tomorrow's health appointment, your pulse rate rises, blood pressure surges, stress chemicals flood through you, precisely as if the danger were happening currently. This continual stress isn't just unpleasant. It truly accelerates biological aging and undermines your immune response. Here's a significant finding that Harvard scientists uncovered. As individuals consistently practice present awareness, their systems generate reduced cortisol, the main stress chemical, and increased DHA, frequently termed the longevity hormone. Merely by bringing your focus back to now, you're actually choosing well-being over pathology, calmness over pandemonium. Let me share a story that illustrates this perfectly. Robert, a man of 72, passed his days overwhelmed with anxiety regarding his heart problems. Every dawn he rose to check his heartbeat, track every feeling, certain that each day might be his last. His spouse observed him vanishing into this anxiety prison until one afternoon in his garden, a butterfly landing on a nearby flower caught his attention. For just moments, his mental chatter ceased completely. He experienced no anxiety about his heart. He wasn't contemplating the future. He was just seeing this butterfly, fully present in that second. And at that moment, he comprehended something meaningful. His stress wasn't shielding him. It was hindering him from living fully. From that day forth, any time anxiety arose, he'd say to himself, I am here now, and move his attention to something in his immediate vicinity, an auditory sensation, a bodily feeling, the breath moving through him. With time, this basic technique changed his existence more profoundly than any drug had. Now, I want you to pause this video for just 5 seconds and try this yourself. Speak the words aloud. I am here now. Feel your body in the chair. Notice the air on your skin. Become aware of sounds in your vicinity. Observe how rapidly your worry subsides when you truly become present. This isn't positive thinking or denial. This represents something significantly stronger, actual reality. The here and now is the only moment with true existence. All else consists of recollection or mental creation. When you truly get this, not just in your mind, but in your very being, anxiety loses its power over you. You see you've been suffering regarding situations that aren't real at this instant. And before we go further, I need you to help me spread this message. Comment with a number 1 if this makes sense to you, or 0 if you're questioning it. Your engagement helps this video reach other people who desperately need this information. Now then, let's discuss utilizing this phrase effectively, particularly during severe anxiety episodes. The vital factor isn't applying it as a device to combat anxiety, attempting to expel anxious thoughts. Rather, employ it as a stabilizer, a soft prompt to come back home to now. When you perceive anxiety mounting, stop for a moment. Draw in a slow, deliberate breath. Pronounce I am here now, either verbally or silently. Next, engage your sensory perception. What enters your visual field? What's audible to you? What feelings are present in your body? This elementary method disrupts the anxiety spiral before it accelerates. Brain science demonstrates you cannot be completely present and completely anxious at the same time. These are incompatible states. Presence banishes anxiety, just as light banishes darkness. Not by fighting, but just by being. For people over 60, this practice is uniquely valuable since we commonly carry not only current anxieties, but also collected worry from years of life challenges. We could fret about wellness, monetary concerns, our offspring or their children, or becoming dependent. These are real concerns, but worrying about them doesn't solve them. It merely blocks us from treasuring the good experiences still present. Taking steps solves problems. Being present provides peace. Worrying accomplishes neither. Here's the transformative power of this phrase. It acts immediately, demands no payment, creates no unwanted effects, and functions anywhere, whenever. So this is your challenge. Each instance you notice anxiety surfacing, apply the phrase, I am here now. Articulate it with presence. Re-engage your senses. And here's my request for you right now.